In the early 1070s, William de Warenne, a Norman knight who had fought alongside William the Conqueror at Hastings, chose Acre in Norfolk as the headquarters for his East Anglian land holdings. One of the many Normans whose fortunes were transformed by the conquest of England, he had accumulated lands across the country, including an estate in Norfolk. There were also important Warenne estates centered on Lewes in Sussex, the family's main English seat, and Conisbrough in Yorkshire. Within a few years of the conquest, William de Warenne had built a castle at Acre, and between 1081 and 1085, he brought a small community of monks there from his earlier foundation at Lewes, which had been the first monastery of the Cluniac order in England. The priory was initially located within Castle Acre Castle, but was soon moved to a more suitable site beside the River Nar. The monks began building the new priory around 1090, supported by generous land grants and resources from the Warenne family. The priory church was consecrated between 1146 and 1148, with its west front completed in the 1160s, an outstanding example of Norman architecture. Over time, the priory acquired numerous churches and tithes across Norfolk and Essex, becoming a wealthy and influential religious house. It was directly subject to the abbot of Cluny, though practical governance often fell to the prior of Lewes. The priory played a key role in the Cluniac network across England and France, despite occasional political tensions between the two natio. The priory was dissolved in 1537 under Henry VIII's dissolution of the monasteries. Its lands were granted to the Duke of Norfolk, and later passed to Sir Edward Coke, whose descendants still own the site. The picturesque ruins began to attract the attention of antiquarians from the early 18th century, and by the second half of the century were attracting regular visits from local gentry and their guests. In 1804, the artist John Sell Cotman spent 4 days drawing at Castle Acre, when the prior's lodging was in use as part of the Abbey farm. In the late 19th century excavations by the great antiquary, William St. John Hope, helped to make the priory ruins both easier to see and better understood. The main priory buildings were taken into state guardianship in 1929, and extensive repairs were made. English Heritage has cared for Castle Acre Priory since 1984. Today, the castle, priory, and massive 12th century town defenses at Castle Acre offer a rare and powerful impression of the impact of the Norman conquest on all levels of society in England.